that asks, are y'all gaming? It's the only one. Hello and welcome. If you got here from Twitter, actually, let me retweet this real quick. Let me hit the little green button. Let me go ahead and hit that button. Hello, we're talking about the game that's been at the forefront of your mind and mine. We've been sort of dancing around it for a while. I think we've talked about it briefly, but never like this. Guys, today's episode is all about Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. Hi, everybody. I'm Coney. That's TK. TK, good afternoon. How you doing?
I'm having a great time. I'm currently sitting in queue for New World, another game that just came out. It was apparently like it was the Amazon MMO, right? And so like currently, obviously the big MMO is Final Fantasy 14. Like everyone's playing that right now. So I'm wondering if New World is like trying to cut into that. But the thing is, like I know it's gonna have a pretty decent start, but I feel like Amazon has an idea, and then they never really fully flesh it out. So I'm wondering what that drop is because they have that other game.
Crucible, right?
Yeah. That, and they also had another game. Man, I forgot what it was called. It's like a MOBA. It's another MOBA too, but it's Crucible was one of them, and like that game was fun, and then it wasn't, or I don't know. Like it just like they all have their glaring problems. I don't think anyone's talked about the problems yet for New World, but I'm wondering if the shoe is going to drop soon. They also have dropped Breakaway, which was a really fun idea for a game, and they just went away with it.
Breakaway? I never heard of that.
Yeah, that was like it was like a sports like 3v3 type. You got like MOBA basically, but you had like abilities and stuff, but you had to get the ball down the court and dunk it. The idea of it was really cool. I don't know.
Bro,
it's another one of those games that kind of just fell through the cracks.
The first person to pull that off is going to be a millionaire, because like Knockout City also did very well, but it's like everybody gave it high praises, but nobody wanted to play it. And this is something we can talk about in the second part of the show because it sort of pertains to this topic. But yeah, the first person.
The other game was The Cycle. That was what it was. The Cycle. But anyway, go ahead.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, see, they're just dropping games no one even hears about. So.
Rough, especially with all the money they have. Whatever. I guess they're just flipping coins. They're like, hey, we hope this works, but it did not. But one game that is definitely a coin flip that's on all of our minds. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl launches in a week. And I know we've stayed on top of it. I haven't really felt or heard your feelings about it too much. What's your thought on this whole thing?
I'm definitely in the boat that I don't think it's actually going to be that good now. But just I'm looking at it, and the idea. First of all, the game is ugly. Visually I do not like it at all. It is not, and I feel like there's a lot going on too, and like that sucks. Second, I feel like every combo is the same.
Up tilt, forward aerial smash every time.
So I feel like that's going to get very boring very quickly. The character variety is cool. There's a bunch of obviously they dove deep into the Nick bag, and it wasn't just like it wasn't. It's not any of the stuff that like I feel like I remember. Like imagine they put Doug was on both. So he was on both Nick and Disney. True. But imagine, like,
I feel like Disney owns him now, though. Like, I feel like they kept him. I don't know. Who knows who has custody of Doug and who cares?
Rip. See, because Quellman would have been a nice.
That's true.
Would have been a nice one. But yeah, I don't know. They had some pretty cool stuff there. They got Vader Zim. They got Danny Phantom. Like there's definitely cool IPs. It's just. Right now, all the Ninja Turtles, that's dope. But it's just right now, man. Like I'm looking at it, and everything is pretty much the same. Almost all the up tilts are the same things as the up airs. And it all seems to be like comboing directly up. No one seems to have a different combo game except for going directly up and then immediately hitting. Once we get far up enough, we hit a strong up or a strong side air or forward air, and it's just like, or I guess neutral air. And yeah, it's just okay. That's fun, I guess.
One thing that I sort of noted, so I watched a couple of them on stream yesterday because I got to catch up with Danny and the two Loud characters. I will say, Lincoln Loud actually looks interesting. He looks bad, but he looks interesting because his moveset does not look like everybody else. And that alone is kind of interesting to me. The fact that his down B is a projectile, which doesn't happen. Like, he has a down B projectile, and it sort of bounces off walls, and it sets up tech chases. I'm like, okay, that's cool. We need more stuff like that. I haven't seen Nigel yet, because I'm trying to keep myself fresh, because I'm going to reaction to it tonight on stream. But I feel like they might be. I wonder if they showed all the sort of normal characters early. So what I likened it to is icons, if you remember. So they showed like Kid and what was the name of the girl, Zhongli or something? I don't know, the Marth.
Oh, Zurong.
Yeah, so they showed Marth and Fox, and people were like, "Oh my god, these are the same." But then they showed other stuff that was more interesting down the line, like the Totem Kids, the Totem Kids.
Oh, Afi and Galu, yeah,
right.
yeah.
And Wei Shan, and there were things that were like really cool, but they didn't get a chance to make them. And part of me wonders if All Stars is like, I haven't seen Nigel, like I said, but hopefully his moveset is interesting enough to be different. Lucy Loud looks weird. I don't know. I've been keeping up. I do feel like there is a little bit more variance than I initially suspected, because the up tilts, and it really is up tilt, because up tilt is your combo starter. It combos into itself a lot of times. It leads into everything, and I feel like with everybody having the same up tilt, it creates a big problem.
Yeah, that shit gets like really boring very quickly, and like just now, even with everybody having the same up tilt, and this is, you know, I saw some Kasu ST says, I mean, the combos we've seen are on level 1 computers. I'm sure people are going to be more creative than that. And then verbatim says, why be creative up till fair works? And that is true. Like, people, like, with games like this, and honestly just any game in general, people will find the easiest way to steal some stocks. And if there's a cool combo, like I can do like up tilt down air, you know, forward air, and that's cool looking. But then I can also do up tilt forward air, and they still do the same thing, then I'm just going to go the easier route. Like, so it's just, I don't know, man. It's that, I think them taking out one move also, you know, like makes that forward like air. The neutral air now has to be, you know, neutral air and forward air basically.
Right.
And then so does, like, you know, there's no forward smash. Well, I guess it's neutral, so that still counts. But like not having like a forward tilt or anything like that is definitely like the same stuff. So because of that, and like no like multi jabs, no nothing. It's just like everything is just a straight hit. And like there is hit stun, there's a bunch of other cool movement tech, and that's all great and stuff. But like if the core concept of a fighting is not fun, then it doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter how like many cool things you can put into a game. If I'm like not having fun, then, you know, I don't even want to try to get around to this part of like, oh, let's move around and do a bunch of cool stuff, you know?
I think it sucks either way, because either that stuff is effective and it's going to work in a real game, which looks boring, or that stuff is not effective and they've just showed every character the same way in the spotlight, which I think is kind of just as bad. Obviously the game might be better, but like the spotlight makes the game look boring. Maybe
the spotlight is not hitting.
Right. Maybe it's different like in game, and you can actually SDI certain moves, or like the up tilt forward air doesn't work on everybody, but if it works for all characters in the spotlight, I watch this and I'm like, oh, okay, everybody does the same thing. I feel like
the only real difference person is Patrick, but then everyone's saying Patrick's not good. So.
Well, that's why he's not good. What it comes down to, from what I can tell, is how horizontal. There, as far as I can tell, there are no vertical combos. Does that make sense?
Not really.
When you think about Smash, you think about like you can combo horizontally, like Roy, who like dashes across the stage doing neutral air. And I know this is not a Smash podcast, but this is what we both know.
Wait, you mean there's no horizontal combos?
No, there's all horizontal combos. So when you watch Smash, so if you watch the character showcases, Danny Phantom hits like 5 forward airs in a row and combos somebody left to right. Lucy Loud hits somebody with 8 forward airs in a row, combos somebody left to right.
Okay.
There's no character spamming up air. Think about it. I can't think of it.
Cat Dog is like maybe the only one. But like, because Cat Dog's cat or Dog's up air or whatever, or I don't know. I think it's Cat's up air. It's like very strong, but for the most part, like it's why
I don't think
do
it
that
combos though. I think it's strong as hell. What I'm saying is I don't think there's like a Mario, you know what I mean, who does like up air. There might have been one or two. I think Michelangelo might have done it, but like regardless, if the game is designed to just like hit you from left to right or right to left horizontally, it's like that's kind of shallow. And then you have Patrick, who like not only can't combo at all, he has to dive at you and hope he grabs, you know? But who knows? It could be a lot of different things.
That's fair. I don't know, man. Like, I feel like, yeah, from what we've seen so far, obviously, I definitely think April O'Neil might be the best character in the game. That character looks busted. But
Yeah, I think it's her, Leonardo.
Leonardo, yeah, he's pretty up there. But just for what we've seen so far, like, I don't know, man. I have it, or I'm gonna at least
Sure.
attempt to get it on one of these. But just how long will it? Will we actually play it? Will the Smash players actually turn around and just immediately shit on it? Probably, but that's not really anybody's fault but the game. Really, if the game's just not good, the game's not good.
We'll see. I am cautiously optimistic. I've been dumping on it a lot, but it's because I'm looking at it from I'm not trying to look at it from my own eyes. I'm trying to look at it from like a casual's eyes and not like a Smash casual, because a Smash casual is going to play it. But if I
We're
am
different, yeah.
Yeah, like a Smash casual is obviously going to do it, but if you're just a 19-year-old with no interest in platform fighters or Smash or anything like that, would you give this the time of day just because it has Nickelodeon? I don't think you would. And I feel like Smash players overstate the size of the community a lot. But then again, maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe this is enough buzz and enough hype from just general, like, playing Smash at college dorms kind of deal. I look at it and I'm like, I don't know if it's broadly appealing. But I do hope it's good. I'm going to play it and I'm optimistic. We'll see.
I feel like one of the bigger things that like I've definitely I won't say noticed, but one of the things that like I am interested in, like you were saying, like the casual side, I think the kids like who've grown up on this new Nick will like obviously like this stuff. It's you get to see, I don't know who Lucy Loud is. I don't know what a decent amount of these characters are, but like, you get to see them in their habitats and all that good stuff. And that's dope. But yeah, I think the whole not having voice acting stuff is going to be an issue too. Like, do they even like grunt or anything? Like, is there anything?
No.
Wow.
No. There's nothing at all, because like you would have to give everybody different grunts, and it'd be weird if like there was just a male and a female grunt, because like Nigel would grunt the same as like Lincoln, who's like an 8-year-old boy, so it's like that might be a little strange.
Yeah.
There's nothing, and most characters just have basic like whoosh sound effects. It's not like anything cool, which is kind of why I liked Lincoln. Lincoln actually was unique, but he looks terrible. So I don't know if unique is
so
good.
bad, bro. Like,
yeah,
I like the whole the whole like all these characters have these iconic sounds,
right.
And now we don't even get to hear them. Like, no smashing from Nigel, no wild laugh from SpongeBob.
Right.
Like just like that. That's kind of a really big miss, in my opinion.
I don't know why they can't. Well, I mean, I know why they can't. It's a budget
Money,
thing, but
for sure.
Yeah, I just wish they could grab stuff from the show itself. You don't need to record new lines. I understand it's very expensive to book Tom Kenny for SpongeBob and Cat Dog, and like Tim Curry for Nigel. Good lord, like that's hard. But like you could grab from the show, grab from the archives. There's got to be a way.
Yeah, for sure.
But then again, all the shows are really old, so maybe with that old footage, you can't like pull the audio, because it's like 90 stuff. I don't know. Regardless, it does hurt it quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just imagining like that's the biggest thing. I'm just imagining getting F smashed by SpongeBob, and he's got that annoying ass laugh.
Yeah. Especially if he keeps doing it, like he does it like 3 or 4 times in a row.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a good thing that's not in the game. I don't know. It might be funny. So somebody in the chat said voice DLC later. Let's make it happen. I will bet you any amount of money that you would like, that will never happen. That will never happen. They're not adding voice DLC to this game. There's
I wouldn't even say I bet the amount of money that it wouldn't happen. I bet the amount of money that if it did happen, y'all would be mad about it.
Well, come on. That's a different bet.
Yeah, but like, people ask, and then when they get it, they be like, wow, can't believe they would do this. What?
Well, okay, that's true. Wow, why did you include this sound?
Yeah.
You know what I think is going to make that hard? Cat Dog and SpongeBob have the same voice for the most part. Not quite the same, but like if you listen to Cat Dog, it's clearly the same guy. And I feel like there are a lot of characters like that. Like if they, obviously Angry Beavers aren't in the game, but Zim has the same voice as Daggett. So it's like,
okay,
I don't know how often that happens, but I think it happens. I guess not with this cast, not too much, but yeah, there's some characters that are like that sound exactly like other ones if they continue to make DLC. So
Yeah.
we'll see. Apparently 2 DLC are planned soon. Garfield is absolutely one of them. I can tell you that. There's no way he's
Okay.
not. There's no way he's
Like
not.
you're definitely like you're for sure.
Not a meme.
Garfield's getting in.
Not a meme.
Okay.
He's getting in. Because of the whole I've already talked about this enough, dude. He's got a show coming on Nickelodeon. Viacom acquired the rights. The guy who voices the character showcase and stuff has a Garfield avatar, and obviously that doesn't mean anything, but it means that his like he wants it, I think he's in. I think he's in eventually one day.
You think he's going to use Odie as any of his attacks?
I hope not. What would he do? Like swing him? Like
I mean, it'd be like Banjo. Yeah, it'd be like Banjo with the F smash, but he's just swinging Odie.
That might happen. I don't know. We'll see.
Or maybe it could be a side special, like he's sick him or something like that.
Yeah, sends Odie out or something. Like throws a bone and Odie chases it. It could be anything, but regardless, it's coming out next week on Tuesday. We're not gonna be on next Tuesday to talk about the game, so we're talking about it this week because next Tuesday, I've got an event that I'm running for Nickelodeon.
That and on top of that, the Smash things. The last Smash reveal.
Dude, we didn't even talk. That wasn't on the topic. Do you wanna talk about that quick? Who do you think it is?
Man, I feel like it has to be big, but like I said that about the last Smash DLC for the first one, but I think that really didn't matter because they knew there was a Fighter Pack 2 coming.
Sure.
I don't know. I feel like obviously the shoe-in would be like Sora, Master Chief, Dante, something like that.
Sure.
And that's kind of where I'm at. Like, but I also wouldn't be surprised if it was just another Fire Emblem character.
Yeah, I think Fire Emblem or like Cinderace would be so sad,
Ooh, wait, no.
What?
Nah, it wouldn't be
Cinderace?
Cinderace. They already have a fire. Well, they have too many. They have 2 fire Pokemon as is. It has to be something else.
They would do it again. They don't care.
You're right.
Somebody in chat said apparently last character is Goku free. I'm not kidding you when I say this. I have sources that have told me Goku was on the table at one point. He's not. He's not in the game. But apparently it was a consideration. Not a joke. Not a joke. I'm not joking about this. But no, it's not Goku.
Ryu Hayabusa sounds cool too, though. But
No.
I mean, we have a ninja, bro, and he's I don't know. For the last DLC, nah, probably not.
Not for the last one. No. I feel like God, I hate it because everybody's putting expectations on them. Like everybody feels like it's got to be something big because it's the last one. No, it doesn't. It's Nintendo. They don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When have they really cared? So, I don't know. It's really a toss up at this point in time, and like I would most definitely want it to be something that's gonna get the blood flowing, get the people going. Get the whole like, oh my god, it's time. But I felt the same way about Sephiroth, and then Sephiroth came out, and I just was like, oh, this character's not that fun.
Yeah.
So
I wonder.
Like watching Sakurai do it is nice, but then when I have to do it, I'm just like, this isn't as fun.
No.
So,
I'm wondering
I don't know.
if how does Japan feel like? Because remember, Japan is kind of a big deal in this, and who they like is important.
Right.
I wonder who Japan likes. Because, like, Waluigi is the meme one, right? But I don't think that would make... I don't think he'd be the last one because that would piss people off. And also, I don't know how Japan feels about him. Apparently, I have a few...
Fair.
I have a few people who know who it is, but I haven't asked them who it is. And, like, I don't know if that's true or not. Like, apparently it's been decided. Yeah, apparently it's been decided a long time in advance. And part of me wonders, like, do you think they come out the same day? I think so.
No. Well,
I think they do, because they put this off.
That's a really good idea. You guys, if y'all give me like 1 minute, I'll be able to say bye. All right. So, yeah, I have 2 friends that are about to leave, so, But yeah, no, I don't know. That seems like that does seem like something they would do. Now that I think about it, because like we have got a couple of those DLCs that and it's coming out tonight. But what a good way to take off all the steam from one game that's kind of like your game by dropping the character right now.
Yeah, I don't think they care at all about Nickelodeon, if I'm being honest. I
Mhm.
don't think it's on their radar. But I will say, I bet they had this recorded and they were
Mhm.
like, oh, we got to drop this presentation at some point during this month. And then they had the, like in Call of Duty where you have like the overhead view and it's like, oh shit, October 5th. Target locked, and then they just drop it on October 5th. Like, they had to do it sometime within a 2-week period, and they saw October 5th. They're like, fuck it, send it.
Yeah.
I feel like if they do come out, it'll probably be at night, right? Because that's usually when they
Mhm.
update, is like Wednesday morning. But I don't know. It could be anything.
Yeah.
I hope that Nickelodeon can withstand it, because I do have concerns about longevity in the same way that you were talking about before.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. There's something about it that just
Sure.
feels like off. And I don't know, that fucking that sucks, man. Like, 'cause I really want to believe that the game is about to go stupid, but it it the more that like it's come out about it, the more I'm like, this game just doesn't, it's not hitting, man. It's like
No.
there's something about it that's just not hitting for me. And because of that, I've just been kind of like, all right, well, I'm gonna move on. Like, I'm not gonna say that I don't want to play it
Sure.
at all. But as of right now, I'm very uninterested. Like, maybe when it actually comes out, it will be better. But as of right now, it's just it looks like a mess.
So that leads us into the next thing, the next topic, which is like, how do you make a game last a while? It feels like that seems to be the question around Nickelodeon, but also around Smash, if I'm being honest, because like this new character drops, and what happens next in Smash? Because Smash is sort of sustained by this, at least at a casual level, it's sustained by this idea that like who's getting in next, what's the finalized roster, whatever, who's going to be the last person, and all that is
Yeah.
gone. So how much can Smash continue to grow and be cared about, sort of in the grand space, when it's done by that point?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think game longevity right now is it's so rough because I feel like because there's so many like I think there's like a game that's there's always a game that's like already out that's setting the standard, and then every other game has to reach that standard or
Sure.
surpass it, and it's really hard to do that, especially with something as big as like Smash. Smash has been
Right.
the platform fighter, even with people not liking it. People have bought like every version of Smash regardless. Like, you may not have liked Brawl, but you bought it. You may not have liked 4, but you bought it. And so like finding another game that's like even if you put like the competitive side aside, Smash is always a polished game,
Sure.
and it doesn't look. These other games that are coming out don't look nearly as polished. So, I think the most polished game, in my opinion, that's another platform fighter is probably Rivals. Like, I think Rivals is the most polished
Right.
of the segment, like of the other ones that we've seen so far. But like even when bigger companies try to do it, PlayStation All Stars look clunky and a mess. This game looks clunky and a mess.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's rough.
I'm wondering how, like, I don't know, how do they
Brawlhalla was
keep
a
it?
good one too. Yeah.
How do you keep it sustained for a long time? I don't, because like I feel like if they were going to update the animations or the sounds or anything, that would take its own. That's like an entirely new game, right? Like, you can't just go in there and bolt on new animations for everything and everyone. Um, it's really tough. Virum says Smash 4's character DLC ended in early 2016. Hung on for a good 2.5 years after that, even with the Bayo dominance. Yeah, but I think the field is much more saturated now.
Yeah.
There's a lot more
I don't think
players in the
Smash is ever
game.
going to have an issue to like stay. I think it's just I think the newer age kids need to adopt the melee mindset. That game has not changed in 20 years and they still love it. I feel like
Mm,
people are just always waiting for a patch to fix something when you ideally should be learning how to deal with it right then, just in case there's never a patch again. And we may not get another patch after this this, well, maybe like one more in case this DLC is like super busted
if
or
something
something.
bad
But
happens, yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
there's some
But
kind of
like
weird
just
animation.
yeah, but just normally, like you know, that's not usually like a thing. If you usually have to just learn how to deal with the BS. So
Yeah, I'm wondering if there's I don't know. If are they all going to shift to something else? Is there going to be another thing? Like, how do you make any game last a certain amount of time? Because there are a lot of games that we've tried that we've really liked, and we're like, this is not going to last long. What
ah,
sustains something over a long period of time?
I don't know about other games. That's hard because like the things that we like, it's like, man, everyone like you would think that everyone likes this, and the people that we play with also like it. But it's like, how do you get this to a broader audience? And
I have no
a lot of,
idea.
yeah, a lot of the time it's like, I think because we like are in a competitive like mindset usually though, games that like have a little bit of learning don't really bother us like it will bother a
Sure.
casual player, and that's a big reason why I think fighting games just aren't as popular because people like casual players want to do casual shit, and then they're going up against people who actually study and they're getting beat up the entire time and they hate it. So, and you can't blame anybody but yourself. So yeah, big
But
rip.
how do you dumb it down? Like, at what point do you stop dumbing it down, right? Because it feels like there has to be a bottom where people are
Yeah,
just like not invested anymore. I feel like
yeah.
nothing else. I don't know what the answer is because I feel like every game that I see that comes out just gets forgotten immediately. Even good games, like even good single player games. We were just talking about Deathloop last week or 2 weeks ago,
Hmm.
and like I feel like it's been forgotten. It's over, and that game takes like 4 or 5 years to make, and it gets consumed in a week. Like, this is unsustainable.
Yeah, I think that's also just how games are right now, man. Like everyone wants to do the new hotness, and so you either have to make a game like an MMO that's going to always update, or you have to make a game that people can consume very, very quickly, so that way you don't fall off the radar. Like definitely probably got mad sales in that 1 week, and everyone's played it, and now they moved on. So
Apparently,
they did what they did.
it got outsold by Gas Station Simulator on Steam. Not a joke. Yeah, it's very sad. It did not have a great. I mean, like it apparently did way worse than Prey, and Prey already was bad.
I
So
mean,
like,
it was cross. Most people probably got on their PS4 or 5 though.
yeah,
Hopefully,
yeah,
shit. I don't.
yeah. I mean, it was a PS5 exclusive, right? So
Yeah,
probably did way
exclusive.
better
Yeah,
there. But I will
yeah.
say, like, that game is, FPSs are, especially pretty ones, like gorgeous FPSs like that, are kind of made for PC. So I feel like it'd be higher, but I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a toughie. But
That's
I
that's gonna be a thinker. I think that we have to come back 2 weeks from now and see if we came up with anything because I mean I have to do so. I feel like I have to go look at like uh I'm about to say Bloomberg list to see how stuff is
yeah,
selling out here because it's just yeah man like a lot of again we are in the company. There's a lot of games that we definitely like and are like all right this is cool. I feel like I can see a lot of people playing this and then people don't do it. And you're like oh all right well guess my tastes are a little different.
yeah, I'm always wrong, and I hope I'm wrong about Nickelodeon, and I hope it lasts 10,000 years because
Yeah.
right now it's struggling. But if you guys have any questions for us, drop them in the chat. We got a little bit of time for Q&A. I do have to head out pretty soon, maybe like
I know, I've got to
5:45.
head out pretty soon too. So like,
All
I
right.
think we're gonna have to cut the Q&A this time around, but we will
Okay.
do a longer Q&A
Next time,
like 2 weeks from
promise.
now. Yeah. So come up with keep your questions in the pocket, and we will talk about it
Oh,
2 weeks from now. Oh,
one last thing. Don't be annoyed. You guys are pissing me off. I don't know if it's any of you. On this Nickelodeon All-Star thing, like, I don't know if you saw it. There was a Reddit thread that was like, oh my God, the date got pushed back. And then everybody starts saying, like, did you see the date got pushed back? The date got pushed back. Oh my God, the date got pushed back. It was because Best Buy changed their date. Nobody else said anything. There was a Reddit thread where Best Buy said it's coming out on the 8th instead, and it was because of supply lines. But then it's all over the internet. It's so annoying. Everybody else was
oh,
saying that.
yeah, I did see that. Now, I didn't even read about it. Like, I didn't even really, like read into it. I was just like, all right, man. Like, until I see like an official thing, I'm good. Also, Monkey Ball does come out on Tuesday as well. So, hey,
True.
there is a good game to save us after all. So,
Dude, there are so many things coming out.
yeah, I
That's
don't know how. If I look, man, if I didn't get keys for like 90% of this stuff, I just would never have games.
yeah. Yeah.
I would never have games or never have money, one or the other.
I'm going broke, dude. Dreg comes out on Friday too. So
I didn't know
like,
you liked Metroid like that.
it's okay. I'm
All
trying to
right.
get into it. Every time a Metroid game comes out, I'm like, maybe this is the one. Because I played the Link's Awakening, the Zelda game that looks all cute,
Mm-hmm.
and I loved it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
So maybe I'll play the next. Well, no, it's Breath of the Wild. Never mind. I don't want to play that.
Man, you don't. Okay. All right, that's fair.
Yeah.
Like,
I've
I'm
been-
gonna go ahead and say that's fair, bro. Like, you know, the Breath of the Wild is kind of empty. Like, maybe the next one will be better, but like, you're not gonna give it a chance, so it's all good.
I don't know. I've been wanting to go back to Breath of the Wild, but I just can't. Like, I don't know. It's too long, and I'm not gonna stream it. But I will say, I've been playing ActRaiser. It's pretty good, but I don't think I would like it if I played it without playing it when I was younger, because there's a lot of talking. It's very silly.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Anyway,
Well,
thank you guys.
I'm gonna get back into New World finally, not like immediately, but like when I turn the stream back on. Well, we are back in New World. I'm actually on a menu right now. I can see things. I've slashed like a few enemies. It's a good time. But I will be able to talk about that 2 weeks from now because I'll probably like spend some time on this and see if I actually like it. But other than that, yeah, man, that was y'all gaming. You got any final words or anything?
Nope. Thank you guys for tuning in. TK is gonna go back to streaming. I think New World
Soonish. Yeah.
Soonish, roughly. I'm gonna be live tonight at my normal time doing the Nickelodeon. I gotta watch Nigel. Nigel's coming up, and then
yes, I gotta do that too. Yeah,
I gotta peep Nigel, and then there's a new WarioWare challenge and maybe some other stuff. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Good night and goodbye.